Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to be looking at Matthew 6:22, in which Jesus says, "The eye is the light of the body, and if your eye be single, the whole body will be full of light." And so this is something that the mystics really looked into because it's such a profound teaching, is that what does that mean for the eye to be single? Well, the word single in Greek is haplous, and it means to be folded together in undivided focus. And so what that means, what the mystics saw, is that it meant for the eye to be folded together with God's eye, and we see through one eye. And so when we see through God's eye, we allow his eye to see the whole innards of ourselves, and we get to see the whole inside of ourselves from his perspective, and we allow it to flood our entire being with light, and we see all of our rejection and our past hurts and traumas and experiences and insecurities and all of these things within the inside of us. We see it through the one eye of God, and we see what he sees, and we allow it to just teach us truth about ourselves, about who we really are, and the true self, and the whole body becomes flooded with light, and it kind of emerges out of us, and then it flips us out, and we start seeing out of that place of wholeness, out of that place of healing and completeness. We start seeing the world through his eye, and the whole world becomes lit up and illuminated and colorful, and we start seeing what he sees. And it's no longer kind of us experiencing God way up there, and it's not even us experiencing God somewhere deep within ourselves that we don't know where he is, but the seeing becomes God itself, and we start seeing the world through his eye. And we can say, like Paul, "I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. I and the Father are one." And there's no I, there's no ego. We start seeing what God sees, and the whole world becomes illuminated, and we start seeing the sacred oneness everywhere. "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are those unitive ones, for they shall see God everywhere." And so this is really amazing when this happens. And so how do we know that we're on the right path? How do we know we're moving into the right direction? Well, how do you see yourself? Do you see unwholeness? Do you see incompleteness? Do you see that you're this broken person, this sinful person? Do you see yourself under condemnation, or do you see yourself under wholeness? Do you see yourself in completeness, the way God sees you, full and complete and healed and whole, and it is finished and all of that? And how do you see the world? Do you see dualism? Do you see insider, outsider? Do you see us and them? Do you see the winners and losers, the first and the last? And do you see in that dualism? Or do you see the sacred unity everywhere? Do you see the oneness of all things? Do you see the non-dualism, the way God sees everything as a whole? And so this is kind of what it means for the eye to be single. And so it's just a little meditation that I had this morning. If the eye is single, your whole body will be full of light. Allow God to see through that single eye. Allow him to look into the very innards of your being, and allow that perspective that he sees you, the way he sees you, to flood your entire being and bring wholeness and light. And then allow that fullness to see the one eye, the whole world, the way God sees it, and everything becomes beautiful and full of light and color. God bless.